Hi, I'm Aligar Lingappa, Assistant Professor in Physics, Government First Grade College, Sirguppa. Today's my chapter is sound. Now, we have discussed about the concept, a expression for velocity and its harmonics in a rod whose both ends are fixed to a rigid support. So yesterday we have discussed about the expression for a velocity and its harmonics in case of free rod. But today we have discussed about the velocity, the expression for velocity and its harmonics in a rod. It's both the ends are fixed. Let us consider the rod PQ or say MN of length L fixed at both the ends. If it is disturbed such that the longitudinal stationary waves are formed as shown in the figure. So let us consider a rod, a PQ of length L is fixed between the points P and Q, where P is the one end of the rod and Q is the another end or opposite end of the rod. If suppose the rod, if it is plucked and levied, then the vibrations they are set up along the length of the rod, such that the longitudinal stationary waves which are formed are shown in the diagram. So which form series of nodes and antinodes. What we know that if suppose two waves if they are superposed, if a crest of one wave falls on the crest of the other, or trough of one wave falls on the trough of the other, then where at that point the displacement is maximum, amplitude is maximum, then intensity is maximum, that point is called antinode. Similarly, if suppose a trough of one wave falls on the crest of the other, like this, crest of one wave falls on the trough of the other, or vice versa, where at that point the displacement is zero, the amplitude is zero, the intensity is zero, that point is known as a node. So, such that the longitudinal stationary wave, which consists of a series of nodes and antinodes, are shown in the diagram. So, the diagram which consists of the number of loops or segments, the length of two loops that must be equal to wavelength of the wave. So, length of one loop or segment is equal to half of the wavelength, so called longitudinal stationary waves along a rod. So now let us discuss about fundamental mode of vibration. Fundamental mode of vibration. So in case of fundamental mode of vibration, the system which consists of two nodes and one antinode as shown in the diagram. There are two nodes and only one antinode. In case of fundamental mode of vibration or first mode of vibration, the system which consists of a single segment or loop. So it consists of one antinode and two nodes as shown in the diagram. Let F1 be the frequency of fundamental mode of vibration and lambda 1 be the wavelength of fundamental mode of vibration or first mode of vibration. Then we know that the relation between frequency, wavelength and velocity, F1 is equal to V by lambda. But where from the diagram L is equal to lambda 1 by 2, the length of one loop or one segment, that must be equal to half of the wavelength. So the distance between two consecutive nodes must be equal to half of the wavelength. That means L is equal to lambda 1 by 2. Then lambda 1 is equal to 2L. Then substituting in the above equation, so then we will get F1 is equal to V by 2L, where lambda 1 which can be replaced by 2L. So then F1 is equal to V by 2L. So we know that velocity V is equal to root of E by rho, where E is the modulus of elasticity, rho density of the material of the rod. So usually in case of rod, we will take Young's modulus. Because of that, where E which can be replaced by Y, where Y that indicates Young's modulus of the material of the rod, rho density of the material of the rod. In the above equation, where V which can be replaced by root of Y by rho, then we will get F1 is equal to 1 by 2L root of Y by rho. Let this is equation number 1. So this is known as a fundamental frequency or first harmonic, where F1 is equal to 1 by 2L into root of Y by rho. This is the expression for a fundamental frequency or first harmonic. So in case of a fixed rod, where the minimum, that means the nodes which are formed when x is equal to 0 and x is equal to L, and the displacement is maximum when x is equal to L by 2. Antinode is formed when x is equal to L by 2, as shown in the above diagram. So called fundamental mode of vibration or first mode of vibration. So now let us discuss about second mode of vibration. So the diagram which indicates that the second mode of vibration, it consists of two antinodes and three nodes as shown in the diagram. So which consists of two segments or two loops, which consists of series of nodes and antinodes. So what we know that the length of each loop or segment is equal to half of the wavelength. The length of two segments or loops must be equal to wavelength of the wave. So it consists of two antinodes and three nodes as shown in that figure. Let F2 be the frequency of second mode of vibration, lambda 2 be the wavelength of second mode of vibration. Again, we know that the relation between frequency, velocity and wavelength, V is equal to F lambda, then F2 is equal to V by lambda 2 because of second mode of vibration. But in case of second mode of vibration, length of the rod L that must be equal to lambda 2, where the lambda 2 which can be written as 2 lambda 2 by 2. So then lambda 2 is equal to 2L by 2. Then substituting lambda 2 in the above equation, where the lambda 2 which can be replaced by 2L by 2. So therefore, F2 is equal to V by 2L by 2, which is equal to 2 into V by 2L, where V is equal to root of Y by rho. Then F2 is equal to 2 into 1 by 2L into root of Y by rho, where L length of the rod, Y Young's modulus of the material of the rod, rho density of the material of the rod. But what we know that in case of fundamental frequency, in case of first mode of vibration, F1 is equal to 1 by 2L into root of Y by rho. So because of that here, the factor 1 by 2L root of Y by rho which can be replaced by F1. Therefore, F2 is equal to 2F1. Let this is equation number 2. So this is known as a first overtone and a second harmonics. So the frequency is greater than the fundamental frequency, they are called overtones. The frequencies integral multiple of the fundamental frequencies, they are called harmonics. In case of second mode of vibrations, the displacement is a minimum, that means the notes which are formed when x is equal to 0, x is equal to L by 2 and x is equal to L as shown in the above diagram. Similarly, in case of second mode of vibration, the displacement is a maximum, that means antinodes are formed when x is equal to L by 4 and x is equal to 3 L by 4. So called second mode of vibration. Then let us discuss third mode of vibration in case of fixed rods. So the third mode of vibration, which consists of 3 segments or 3 loops, it consists of 3 antinodes and 4 nodes as shown in the diagram. The length of each segment or loop that must be equal to half of the wavelength. So the system, third mode of vibration, which consists of 3 loops or segments. Here the length of the rod that must be equal to 3 lambda 3 by 2. So the third mode of vibration, which consists of 3 antinodes and 4 nodes as shown in the diagram. Let F3 be the frequency of the third mode of vibration, lambda 3 a wavelength of third mode of vibration. Then again what we know that the relation between frequency, wavelength and velocity. So V is equal to F lambda. Based on that, say F3 is equal to V by lambda 3. But from the diagram, the length of the rod that must be equal to 3 lambda 3 by 2. So then further, lambda 3 is equal to 2L by 3. In the neighboring equation, where lambda 3, which can be replaced by 2L by 3. So then, F3 is equal to V by 2L by 3, then which is equal to 3 into V by 2L. Where V, the velocity of the wave, along the rod. So V is equal to root of y by rho, where V which can be replaced by root of y by rho, 1 by y by rho. Then further F3 is equal to 3 into 1 by 2L root of y by rho, where L length of the rod, y Young's modulus of the material of the rod, rho density of the material of the rod. So the factor 1 by 2L into root of y by rho, which is equal to F1, that means the fundamental frequency. So therefore, in the above expression, the factor 1 by 2L into root of y by rho, which can be replaced by F1. Then F3 is equal to 3F1. Let this is equation number 3. So this is known as second overtone and third harmonics. In case of third mode of vibration, the displacement is minimum. That means the notes which are formed when x is equal to 0, x is equal to 2L by 6, that means 1 by 3, x is equal to 4L by 6, that means 2L by 3, and x is equal to L. X is equal to 0, x is equal to 1 by 3, x is equal to 2L by 3, x is equal to L. They are the positions of the notes so called in the third mode of vibration. So similarly, in a third mode of vibration, displacement is maximum. So the antinodes which are formed when x is equal to 1 by 6, or x is equal to 3L by 6, which is equal to L by 2, and x is equal to 5L by 6. So that means x is equal to L by 6, x is equal to L by 2, x is equal to 3L by 6. They are the positions for antinodes in the third mode of vibration. So in this class, we discussed about, that means first mode of vibration, second mode of vibration, and third mode of vibration. From the equations 1, 2 and 3, we say that F1 is to F2 is to F3, which is equal to 1 is to 2 is to 3. In general, say F is equal to N by 2L into root of y by rho. So in case of, for n number of n mode of vibration, F is equal to N by 2L root of y by rho, where capital N that indicates the number of mode of vibration. So, thank you.